Hi, I'm Rita Wilkins, also known as the Downsizing Designer. So if you're a baby boomer or 50 plus and you have been thinking about downsizing, I do hope you listen to the end of this video because it will make a difference. So if people ask me about downsizing, one of the things I always encourage them is don't wait to downsize, because that one decision could actually change your entire life and your entire next chapter. But for many baby boomers, downsizing is one of those things that they'll do someday. But here's the reality. Waiting too long to downsize can cost you more than just space. It can cost you time, money, energy, and a lot of missed opportunities. And if you've been thinking about simplifying your life, now is actually the time to do it, so you can extend that time and that really simple time of your life. And because downsizing isn't just about getting rid of stuff, it's actually about making room for what matters most to you in that next chapter. So the first thing to think about is downsizing gives you more freedom right now. So one of the most common things that I hear from my clients and followers who have already downsized is, why didn't I do that sooner? And actually, I will tell you that that's exactly what I said to myself after I downsized, because life is just so much simpler. So when your home is filled with unused rooms, and when you're maintaining all of those spaces, when your closets are bursting with things that you probably haven't touched in years, it's no longer just clutter. It's actually more of a burden. So downsizing to a smaller space forces you in many ways to declutter, and it frees you from that mental load of too much stuff. It also relieves the financial strain of heating, cooling, and maintaining those unused spaces. And it also relieves you of the emotional stress of putting things off and say, I'll get to that someday. All those boxes and everything else sitting in your basement. And what do you get instead? You get peace, you get breathing room, you get white space on your calendar, and you get freedom and time to say yes to new opportunities and new experiences. The second thing is you're in control, and you get to do it on your own terms. And so one of the most loving things that you can do for yourself and also for your family is to declutter and downsize before you have to. So waiting until a life event occurs and forces the decision, like an illness, a fall, a loss of a spouse or loved one, it often makes the process far more emotional and overwhelming than it needs to be. And when you downsize proactively, you're the one that is in the driver's seat. You get to decide what to keep, what to donate, what to discard, where and where you want to live, and also how you want to reflect your new lifestyle in your new home versus the old lifestyle. And then the third thing is letting go of stuff opens the doors to what really matters. So let's be honest, because much of the stuff that we hold on to isn't about function, it's actually about emotion, memories, and also fear of regret. But here's a huge mindset shift that you might want to consider. Downsizing is not downgrading. It doesn't mean you're losing. It simply means you're choosing. You get to choose what you want to bring with you, what kind of life you want to live. And it's not just about making space in your home. You're making space in your mind, in your life, in your heart, in your calendar, so you can travel more, you can spend more time with people that you love. You can say yes to opportunities without feeling tied down by too much stuff. And what if downsizing could be the fresh start that you've been looking for? What if that one decision to let go of a home that no longer serves you and your current needs could lead to a smaller home with less maintenance and more time for fun and just silly things? Or it could lead to a move closer to your family, your friends, and your favorite places. And it could lead to a much lighter, freer version of you, ready for whatever's next. So downsizing isn't the end of an era, it's actually the beginning of a brand new chapter. So don't wait for that perfect time. Start where you are, start small, but just go ahead and start. So if you're excited and you're ready to begin your next downsizing or your downsizing journey, and if you're curious about how to get started and how to stay motivated, I've created something called Rita's Minimalist Essentials. It's a 60-page all-in-one decluttering workbook and planner. It's packed with checklists for fun 30-day challenges, calendars, progress trackers, and a list of 100 places that you can donate things. It's only $14.99, and it's in the link below, or it's on my website. It's also a gentle, encouraging way to help you move forward without that regret. And that next chapter that you've been dreaming about, it really could be just much closer than you think. So I hope this helps. Take care.